There he is, the man, Ron Claiborne, playing tourist on an extremely cool trip down to Cuba.
And of course, Cuba is the country on everyone's travel radar these days. Hi, Ron.
Hey, Paula. You know, suddenly Cuba is the destination for adventurous travelers. For Americans, it's been all but cut off for half a century by the U.S. trade embargo over its communist government. Well, that is changing now. It's now easier for Americans to go there legally. I traveled there a few weeks ago, and Cuba and Cubans are an amazing place.
For more than half a century, it's been forbidden and mostly forgotten by American travelers. Until now.
Now it's here. The Americans are here, the tourism is here.
Suddenly, Cuba is hot. Tony Bandola, a native Californian, has been guiding tours in Cuba for the past 4 years.
The ad nauseum thing that you hear from anyone that you ask why you came to Cuba and why you came now, they say, I want to see it before it changes.
In Old Havana, we came across Vicky Auri from Colorado.
It reminds me of amazing European cities. Beauty is raw right now.
I first came to Cuba 19 years ago, and at that time, this area, Old Havana, was pretty much in disrepair. I came back a second time, 2 years later, and this area was being restored. And now, 19 years after my first visit to Havana, Old Havana has been pretty much restored to its centuries-old splendor. And then there's the other side of Havana, the other side of Cuba, the millions of Cubans whose lives are unaffected by all of the benefits of increased tourism.
It's a city of contrast, the charm of Old Havana, but also neighborhoods that look as if they were bypassed by time and progress. And everywhere, the images of the communist revolution. One of the main tourist draws are the classic American cars from the 1940s and 50s, still on the road. A driver can earn as much in 1 day as a doctor does in a month.
Maintaining these cars is almost a part of Cuban tradition.
The influx of foreign visitors has brought much-needed income to Cubans who work in the exploding tourist industry, but others remain mired in poverty.
More American tourists going to be a good thing?
I think if it's done well, things are changing, and I think there's a lot of good behind it, but you know, there's going to be something lost in it as well.
But don't worry yet about Cuba becoming overrun with Starbucks or McDonald's anytime soon. The U.S. trade embargo still means no American businesses. So for now, Cuba remains like nowhere else, a time capsule waiting for you to open it.
And just to be clear, Americans cannot legally just get on a plane and go to Cuba. You have to meet certain criteria, the most popular of which is taking a so-called people-to-people visit, which typically means during an organized tour that puts you in contact with Cubans involved in cultural or educational activities. You can learn more about these requirements on the State Department website. And just to be clear here, the political repression that has existed there for 5 decades, that has not changed. It is still pretty much under the thumb of the Castros.
So, but go, but know what you're getting in for.
Exactly.
All right, Ron, thank you.